T minus 10 seconds. You're strapped into a seat on top of 4.5 million pounds of rocket fuel. The entire vehicle is shaking. Your heart is pounding so hard you can hear it in your helmet. In 10 seconds, controlled explosions will hurl you into space at 17,000 miles per hour. There's no turning back now. But let's rewind. 2 years ago, you weren't an astronaut. You were one of 18,000 people who applied to NASA's astronaut program. 18,000 dreamers. NASA selected 12. You were one of them. The requirements were brutal. A master's degree in a STEM field, at least 2 years of relevant experience, or 1,000 hours as a pilot in command. Perfect physical condition, perfect psychological evaluation, and something else, something intangible, the right stuff. The call came on a Tuesday. We'd like to offer you a position in the 2024 astronaut candidate class. You couldn't breathe. You dreamed of this since you were 8 years old. Now it was real. You moved to Houston, Johnson Space Center, home of mission control. You started training immediately. And training as an astronaut, it's unlike anything else on Earth. Survival training first. They drop you in the ocean, in the wilderness, in extreme cold. You learn to build shelters, start fires, signal for help. You spend 3 days in the Gulf of Mexico treading water. Then the technical training. You learn every system on the International Space Station, electrical, life support, communications. You spend hundreds of hours in simulators. Russian language training. The ISS is joint operation. You need to speak their language. Hit that like button and subscribe. You need to see what happens when we leave Earth. Parabolic flight training, the Vomit Comet, a modified aircraft that flies in parabolas, creating brief periods of weightlessness, about 20 seconds at a time. Suddenly you're floating. It's magical. It's also nauseating. Half your class throws up. The Neutral Buoyancy Lab, a massive swimming pool, 6.2 million gallons of water, 40 feet deep. At the bottom, a full-scale mock-up of the ISS. You put on a spacesuit, 300 pounds on land. In the water, it's neutrally buoyant. This simulates zero gravity. You spend 6 hours underwater for every 1 hour of spacewalk you'll do in space. You practice emergency scenarios. What if your oxygen runs low? What if your suit tears? What if you lose your tether? You drill these until you can handle them instinctively. Centrifuge training. They strap you into a machine that simulates the G-forces of launch and re-entry. You'll experience up to 4 Gs, 4 times your body weight pressing down. Your vision tunnels, blood drains from your head. Some people black out. You don't. 2 years of this. 2 years of 18-hour days. 2 years of pushing your mind and body to the absolute limit. And finally, you're ready. You receive your assignment. A 6-month mission to the International Space Station. You're going to space. Cape Canaveral, Florida. Launch day, you wake up at 3 a.m. You've barely slept. Your family is here. They're proud. They're terrified. They know the risks. Breakfast with your crew. 3 of you total. The commander is a veteran astronaut. You're the rookie. You suit up. The launch and entry suit is bright orange. It has a built-in cooling system, a drink bag, a diaper. You'll be in this suit for hours. The crew transport vehicle takes you to the launch pad. You see it in the distance. The rocket, lit by spotlights, it's beautiful. It's terrifying. The elevator takes you up. 20 stories, you slide into your seat. They strap you in. 5-point harness. Tight, very tight. The hatch closes. Seals. You're sealed in now. The only way out is up or emergency egress. Mission control comes through your headset. T-minus 30 minutes and counting. You wait. You go through checklists. T-minus 1 minute. Breathing is shallow. You force yourself to take deep breaths. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. The engine starts spinning up. You can feel the vibration. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. The sound is beyond description. It's a physical force. The rocket lifts off. You're pushed back into your seat with crushing force. 2 Gs. Then 3, 4. You're accelerating faster than a bullet. 17,000 miles per hour in 8 minutes. Miko, the commander says. Main engine cut off. Suddenly, silence. The engines stop, and you're floating. Your arms drift up, you're weightless, you're in space. You look out the window. Earth, the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Blue oceans, white clouds, the curve of the horizon. You're 250 miles up, but there's no time to sightsee. You need to rendezvous with the ISS. 4 hours of careful maneuvering. There it is, the ISS. It's massive, the size of a football field. Solar panels stretched out like wings. Docking is tense, inch by inch. Contact, capture, hard mate. You're docked. You made it. The hatch opens. The ISS crew welcomes you. They've been up here for 3 months. They give you the tour. It's cramped, but it's home now. Your first night is weird. You don't sleep in a bed. You sleep in a sleeping bag attached to the wall. You're floating. It feels like falling, but you never hit the ground. You barely sleep. Morning. Except there's no morning. The sun rises every 90 minutes. You follow Houston time. Wake up at 6 a.m. Exercise first. 2 hours every day, mandatory. Why so much exercise? Because space is destroying your body. In zero gravity, your muscles atrophy. Your bones lose density. 1% bone mass lost per month. The only way to fight it is constant exercise. Your workday starts. You're a mission specialist. Your job is science experiments. Microgravity allows experiments impossible on Earth. You're studying protein crystallization. Fluid dynamics. Some of this research could lead to medical breakthroughs. Month 3. You're scheduled for a spacewalk. You've dreamed about this, but you're terrified. Out there, you die if your suit fails. Preparation takes hours. You check your suit. Every seal, every system. You enter the airlock. The outer hatch opens. Space. Pure black. Studded with stars brighter than you've ever seen. You clip your tether to the station. You float out. And nothing prepares you for this. You're outside, in space. Earth is below you. A massive blue sphere. That's home. Everything you've ever known. All on that small sphere. 6 hours of work. Your hands are cramping. Your shoulders are screaming. But the job is done. You make your way back to the airlock. You take one last look at Earth. You'll never forget this. 6 months pass. You've completed your mission. But now it's time to go home. Re-entry is even more intense than launch. You're in the Crew Dragon capsule. The de-orbit burn starts. You're falling into Earth's atmosphere at 17,000 miles per hour. The capsule starts shaking, heating up. Outside, the heat shield is glowing red hot. 1500 degrees. Communications are cut off. You're alone with your thoughts and the violence of re-entry. 4 Gs, 5, 6. The parachutes deploy, sudden deceleration. Then you're floating, drifting down. You see the ocean below, splash down. The capsule hits the water, hard. You're rocking in the waves. Recovery ships are nearby. They open the hatch. Fresh air. You breathe it in. It smells incredible. They help you out. Your legs don't work. 6 months of zero gravity have destroyed your sense of balance. You can barely stand. But you're home. You're back on Earth. You did it. You're an astronaut. And you've seen things no words can describe. If you want more incredible experiences, click right here. Keep looking up. See you in the next one.